Hi, it's Matt Kurantovic from Control Byte Company, and on today's live stream, I would like to show you how to design your own cabinet online. You don't need expensive hardware to create such a virtual control cabinet, and I will show you 5 free tools for industrial automation design. Let's get started. Okay, so this is my plan. I will show you 5 tools which we use in Control by Company to design industrial automation machines, and I will show you how to join our calls. What's more, I will say you a few words. What skills do you need to be industrial automation engineer, professional engineer in the branch, and how to get a job using these skills. What do you need to do for your own? What do you need to create your own industrial machine, and how to use free automation equipment selection software to create a control cabinet, and how to use SolidWorks Electrical Software. Our course is based on pallet wrapper machine. We deliver you electrical schematic, 3D model of control cabinet, and many more knowledge. Let's get started. Okay, so if you want to be industrial automation engineer, you should have a lot of skills, and here I listed some skills. The first one is a knowledge about electrical engineering. You need to know how to use electrical networks, protection, motors, conductors, relays, and many more devices in your projects. What's more, you need to acquire knowledge of automation equipment specifications, and you need to choose one of CAD software. In our company, we use SolidWorks Electrical. Um, if you want to be industrial automation programmer, you need to know how to read electrical schematics. And in our course, we show you how to read electrical schematics, how to use that in practice. We'll send you a PDF file of electrical schematic, and you will analyze that. Good engineers should have a knowledge of norms and standards and knowledge about safety systems for machines. Nowadays, in AI era, you need to know how to use web configurators from the best automation manufacturers. In the end, after basics, you can start program PLCs and even robots. Okay, what about 5 free tools for designing industrial automation systems? The first one is CAD software. As I said, we use SolidWorks Electrical in our company, and this software simplifies design of automation systems and electrical schematics. Next one is a web tool from Wago manufacturer, and this is Wago Smart Designer. Next, we have TIA selection tool for selecting components for our control system. Then we have retail configurator system for enclosures for our control cabinets, and the next one is Lucidchart. But I think we can add here AI tools for our industrial automation products. It is really helpful. Okay, so here we have an example of SolidWorks Electrical, and look at that. Based on electrical schematic, we create a 3D model of a control cabinet, and we can see all connections between devices. Thanks to that, you can analyze, read electrical schematic, and learn how to use that in practice, because your job is to take electrical schematic, based on that, create a control cabinet. So in our course, we give you electrical schematic in PDF file and 3D model of a control cabinet. Thanks to that, you can feel like in a virtual factory, and you'll be able to create a control system from scratch. Look at that. Here we have, for example, connections of relays in the control cabinet. Okay, one more example. Here we have a page with HMI in our control cabinet, 3D model of control cabinet. We have HMIs and a lot of buttons, emergency buttons, start-stop buttons, and also we have here connections. You can see that I present you a 3D model of a control cabinet. In our course, you will take that and you can analyze connections between devices based on electrical schematic. Next page, here we have digital outputs of our PLC, and we can check connections for our outputs in real life. Okay, maybe I will go back and look at that. Here we have output module of Siemens output devices, all connections, and look at that. We connect directly to outputs relays for our machine. Here we have our students, London Controls. Hi, great content. Appreciate all the work. Thank you. We develop our e-learning platform. We constantly record new materials on our e-learning platform, and in a half of the year we will upload all materials to the platform, and we develop more professional courses. Thank you for your comment. Remember, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you want more content about industrial automation and robotics. This branch is grown up, and we see that something huge is happening. We have a lot of robots, a lot of industrial machines in the space, and the revolution is coming, industrial revolution. Okay, my name is Matt Kurantovich, and my partner is Jacob Bidulski. We teach people online in industrial automation since 2019. We are contributed. Gedimanas Norvaisa. Hi, which software is easy to crack ePlan on SolidWorks? We don't recommend to crack. We are professional engineers, and we pay for licenses. But if you want to work, for example, in SolidWorks Electrical, you can get a free demo from the company. And in our courses, we teach on demo versions of the software. Okay, write on the chat, where do you come from? What do you want to learn from us? We'll answer all your questions on the chat. We are Contribute Automation. Subscribe, hit the like button. You have a lot of free videos on our channel, and we will upload more, so it is worth subscribing. What you can learn with Contribute: we have a lot of courses on our e-learning platform. Just go contribute.tech. And I have a question to you. Maybe you would like to work as an automation engineer. What do you need to know? I will explain that on this live stream. So just sit back on your chair and see how the automation system works based on a 3D model and simulation. I will show you in the simulation how our machine works. Okay, I will explain the pallet wrapper machine, and here we have example video how it works. So we have a conveyor and manipulator that wraps the pallet. Here we have another example. The manipulator servo drive wraps a pallet. Okay, and we have conveyor, a lot of sensors. This is our machine, and in our course we would like to explain how it works. Okay, this is a real machine, and if you see such a pallet wrapper in the factory, just close to the pallet wrapper, to the machine, there is a control cabinet. Inside the control cabinet, you will find a lot of devices like programmable logic controller, relays, protections, inverters, servo drives, and many more devices. You need to know all of them if you want to be industrial automation engineer and start working in the branch. The most important standard for automation manufacturers are listed here, and those standards describe those devices, control cabinets. Okay, if you buy such standards, you can read a lot of this about designing control cabinets. In our course, we explain to you step by step how to start with designing and reading electrical schematics based on standards. I have a question here. Do you have programming standards techniques available for programming a Siemens PLC, such as data model? In our courses, we use standards like PLC Open. PLC Open standard is a standard for designing programs and function blocks, and we use that in our programs. What's more, we use PAC-ML standard for packaging machines, and PAC-ML describes sequences for machines. What's more, we work with Siemens contractors, and they work in huge factories for BMW, in automotive industry for Audi, Volkswagen, and in such factories you have a programming standard. So if you want to go for a huge project to, for example, automotive company, you should know the standard. But before going to such a factory for a contract, you will learn the standard. But if you want to be a Siemens PLC programmer, you can learn the basics with us, okay, with our courses. You can watch another video after this live stream on our channel. Yesterday, I have recorded a video with a headhunter, and he said something about standards for Siemens. Okay, so let's go back to my presentation. Here we have the view of a sample control cabinet, and inside control cabinet we have such devices like PLC, relays, frequency inverters, contactors, safety systems, terminal blocks, and also power supply. We teach you based on such 3D model of a control cabinet. Okay, so this is a mechanical view of our machine, and look at that. Here we have pallet wrapper machine. Here we have the input conveyor, turntable in the middle, and output conveyor. And also we have here a servo drive. And this servo drive wraps the pallet. Our designer has a really good sense of humor because here we have operator of the machine, and, it seems it is Simpson. Okay. Um, yeah, and based on that model, we prepare for you project assumptions, and we create the control cabinet from scratch, the whole system, the whole control system. Write on the chat what you see on this slide. What devices? I can see here control cabinet, HMI, motors. Each conveyor has motors, okay, induction motors. We should have more sensors and many more devices. As an automation engineer, your task will be to design an electrical control panel that will include drive control systems, PLC for reading digital and analog signals, HMI panel and buttons, system implementing safety functions. Okay. With our course, you will get a schematic and also the 3D model of a control cabinet, and you can track the potential in the control cabinet, the connections between devices. In our course, you'll get access to 50 lessons in video format. We explain the basics of automation design. Yeah. And look at that. This is our model of a 3D control cabinet. Yeah. And you can go inside such a cabinet, as you can see what we have inside. For example, here we have a terminal block, and we connect wires to terminal blocks. Three-phase supply, 3 phases, neutral cable, and protective cable, PE. What's more, here we have this connection device. This is a protection on power supply. And just on the left, we have the main protection, and we have safety system and power supply on DC side. Here we have a power supply of the machine. You can see that here we have 3 phases and bonding circuit, protective circuit. Also, here we have some protection devices, fuses, and you can look on such a electrical schematic and immediately go to the control cabinet and see how connections look like. You can analyze each wire, each circuit. Here we have the sample circuit for PLC. This is the most popular CPU in Europe, which is S7 1200 CPU from Siemens. We have the main CPU and also extension modules on the right.
Hello, Matthew. Hello.
Hey. And here we have power supply, 24 volts DC, and inputs of our PLC. If you want to be a good industrial automation engineer and you would like to be a professional engineer, you need to know how to use documentation for each device. Here we have a sample documentation for PLC S7-1200, and you can analyze that and see inputs, power supply, and outputs of the device. This is the main CPU. In our course, we teach you how to use technical documentation to properly start with hardware. Yeah, you can analyze technical documentation, and based on our electrical schematic, you can see how PLC looks like on a schematic and how to use that in the project. How to supply such a device. Okay, so let's go to our course content. Firstly, we'll introduce you to the project, and here we will describe our industrial automation machine, which is Pallet wrapper, and we describe from scratch the control cabinet based on a 3D model. You'll get a 3D model in PDF file, and you can easily navigate in such a model. What's more, we'll show you automation devices you will use in the course, and we will give you project assumptions. In the end, we'll list drives which you will use in the project. Then, in the next module, we'll go to the selection of electrical protections. In this module, you will connect the machine to the power supply, and you will select the power disconnection device, protection of power supply cable, and you will learn about colors of the cables used in industrial automation. Next module, here we will go to basic elements in the control cabinet, like electrical terminals, service sockets. We'll also talk about cabinet temperature control devices like fan and heater, and also air conditioner. We use for that special tools for selecting fan, heater, and air conditioner. What's more, we talk about overcurrent circuit protections, circuit breakers, fuses, and disconnectors. Next, we'll go to the really important topic, which is electric drives. In this module, we'll introduce you to induction motor, which is the most popular motor in industry. We'll show you how to use such a physical motor, how to connect that in different methods, like connect such a motor in delta connection or triangle connection, and how to use inverters and servo systems for such induction motor. Of course, we'll add a module for motor protections and how to use conductor for a motor. Next module, control circuits. Here we'll focus on power supply system. In control circuits, we'll select 24 volts DC power supply and we connect the heart of control system, which is PLC. We connect that to power supply, and we'll describe PLC on electrical schematic. In our course, we use, of course, um, electrical schematic, and also we have a lot of practical videos how it looks like in on object on a facility. In this module, you'll learn about digital inputs and outputs, how to use sink and source types of inputs and outputs, and how to protect PLC output against short circuit and overload. Is factory IO outdated? Which is the best, do you think? Mm, No, I think if you use demo version, it's okay. Given is watching from South Africa, I heard you have a lot of good electricians in South Africa and industrial automation engineers. Our um, friend, which is headhunter, um, said mm, a lot of good words about you. Connecting input and output devices. This is the next module, and we just connect inputs to and outputs to PLC. We connect buttons and switches to inputs, and of course sensors. On the output, we can connect inverter or another signals, and of course relays. We also collaborate with the best manufacturers in Europe, manufacturers of industrial automation devices, and we collaborate with Wieland Electric. Together, we created a module for machine safety, and our expert in safety industry uh, prepared for us a module for that, and we give you the best tips for safety circuits for control system. And in this module, you will learn about safety requirements, how to create risk analysis, and we'll give you examples. For example, examples of an emergency stop system with a safety switch, and another example of emergency stop system with safety barriers. So you will learn about devices in safety circuits. Okay, if you want to learn about reading electrical schematics and how to start designing industrial automation systems, you can start today with our knowledge, electrical schematic, a 3D model of a control cabinet, and 3 web tools. Um, so, what we use in the course? The first free tool is Wago Smart Designer. Inside, you can design PLC systems and terminal blocks. The next tool is TIA Portal Selection Tool. This is a tool from Siemens, and you can select PLC systems here. As an automation engineer, you need to configure your control cabinet and select enclosure for that. In this, you will use Retail Configurator, and we collaborate with such a company like Lensa. They are experts in drives for industrial machines. But the most important part is that you will get access to our electrical schematics in PDF files and get access to 3D model of the industrial machine. So you will use free tools and you will give you mm, files for the machine. Okay, so here we have the first tool. This is Wago Smart Designer. Look at that. Here we have a web configurator and we can add elements like terminal blocks here. Greetings, everyone. I wish that there was a physical class for this program. I think it is not possible because we have students from all around the world and we only create online classes. Look at that. This is Wago Smart Designer. We add terminal blocks for connecting the main power supply, three-phase supply. And we can also add markings for each phase and, for example, protective terminal. And also we can modify that and even add PLC system. This is Wago PLC programmed in CodeSys. And also we can configure that and add markings for example, each input and output. Next tool is TIA Portal Selection Tool. This is also web configurator from Siemens, and this tool, in this tool, you can select a control system. You can select the PLC and download that and add it in TIA Portal, which is software for developing PLC programs. This is the result of our selection in this tool. This is example of schematic S7 1200s hardware. We have the main CPU here and inputs and outputs modules. Okay, the next task in our course will be to select enclosure for control cabinet. You can go to the catalog and choose such an enclosure, but you can use retail configurator, and here step by step you can choose enclosure for your application and also add accessories like fan, heater, lamps, LED lamps, air conditioners, and many more. And the last free tool, which we use for creating programs and machines, is Lucid Chart. Here you can draw a sequence for the machine or create a diagram for such a machine. Okay, I have a question for you. How much industrial automation designer earn per month? Yesterday, our friend who is headhunter said when you in Europe you can easily earn up to uh, up to 100 euros per hour. But my answer is there is no limit because if you are a specialist, you can scale your work. You can work faster using web tools, AI tools, and you can earn really good money in this branch. Okay, once again, here we have your 7 skills. If you want to be industrial automation engineer. And let's go to the next slide. Here we have example of drive application, and in our course we show you how to add such a drive to our project. We'll show you how to select cables for the project. Here we have the slide what colors are used in industrial automation. This is the sample project for safety system. Here we have the slide how to reduce starting current for induction motor. Everything you will find in our course. You will learn how to select enclosure and do measurements in low voltage control cabinet. You will learn how to read labels on control cabinets. Here we have another example. What you will find here on this slide. This is the slide from the course. We explain how to use protections, and to look at that, we show the symbol on the schematic, all labels on the symbol, and immediately we show that device in the control cabinet, in the 3D model of the control cabinet. This is F1 protection, and we show you how to use that in practice. Next, we'll show you how to power control circuits for PLC. How to protect 24 volts DC circuits. How to use fuses, protections for that. How to connect inputs and outputs of PLC, and also how to even connect sensors to the outputs via terminal blocks. Here we have such a terminal block, and we have 3 wire from our sensor. What's more, we show you how to protect outputs of our PLC and how to do analog measurements. This is a model for safety with our partner from industry, which is Wieland Electric, and we show you how to use a stop electrical schematic, and here we have a safety relay for that. We show that on an example of the conveyor and safety barriers, of course. If you want to join, we have industrial automation basic course, and we will show you the best practice, how to start with industrial automation and how to start reading electrical schematics. In the course, you will find a lot of video materials, and also you have a support from us on Discord. After completion, you will get a certificate in English, and you can share that certificate on LinkedIn. We have a lot of homework tasks to complete on your own, and we review your task on Discord, and we'll give you a feedback. So the first bonus in our course is Discord channel. This is the meeting place. We have a forum, chat, and we'll support you on this Discord forum. And the second bonus is electrical schematic guide. You will find there everything. We explain from scratch the basic of automation, all devices and symbols. Okay.
Okay, we have some questions on the chat from London Controls. Do you have programming standards technique available for programming Siemens PLC, such as data model? Today, we are talking about Industrial Automation Basics course. This is the introduction to automation and control systems, but if you scroll down on our web page, you will find our PLC courses. And here you can find the basic PLC programming courses, like the first one, the ladder logic course. But we also have intermediate courses where you will find standards and techniques. So if you want more advanced project and programming techniques, I suggest you to look at Siemens SCL programming course. This is SCL text-based programming language, servo drives and VFD motion control. This is course where you will learn how to program drives and how to use standards like PLC Open and PACML, for example, according to Siemens libraries. And we have also communication course with Modbus, Profinet, and OPC UA protocols. But, you know, we have today promotion. We have special price for Industrial Automation Basics course that you will find right here. And on the chat, I have left you a link. Okay, if you have more questions, please ask on the chat. Today, it's Wednesday, so on Thursday, we close registration in special price for Industrial Automation Basics course. If you click on this image, you will be redirected to our website with all the information about the course. Here you can find the course outline with some preview lessons. That you can check. And here you can find the description about all the modules that are inside the course. This is an online course with access to our Discord forum, to our Discord chat, where we provide support and we answer to all your questions. Of course, you will get the bonuses to this course, like PDF with all the symbols necessary to read electrical diagrams, and you will also get a guide to functional safety in cooperation with Wieland Electric. The course standard price is 189 euros. Right now we have a special price for you. You can join only for 97 euros. To join the course, you click buy the course, and you will be redirected to our web page with single course or course bundles options. So you can select only the single Industrial Automation Basic course, but the best option is to choose a course bundle. you can select Industrial Automation Basics course with the basics of PLC programming. We have premium Siemens PLC programming course in ladder logic. This is our top programming course that every automation engineer starts programming Siemens PLCs on our platform. You can also select a course that is from automation basics to advanced PLC programming, or you can just select all the courses on our platform with a huge discount for 597 euros. Okay, let's assume that you want to enroll into all the courses and start PLC programmer and automation specialist bootcamp on our platform. You will be redirected to Stripe payment gate, where you have to proceed with the payment procedure. Okay, you can use credit card, you can use different payment methods like PayPal. If you are on mobile device, you can use Apple Pay, Google Pay, and more.
Okay, I think that's all for today. So if you want to join Industrial Automation Basics, I have showed you what we have inside. Yeah, and you learn a lot about electrical schematics, how to read electrical schematic, how to start designing control systems, and you will learn that using 3D control cabinet. Everything will give you in our course. So that's all. I
We
hope
have
we will see you on our e-learning platform.
Sure.
That's all.
We have a question from Bala. I'm a mechatronic engineer and undergraduate in mechanical engineering. So if I want to design control cabinet or read the electrical schematics, where should I start from? Like the basic electricals. This is the perfect course for you, Industrial Automation Basics and Electrical Schematics. After enrollment to the course, you will get ready-made schematics, 3D model of the control cabinet, and you can compare the 2D schematics to the 3D model, and you can check how all the wires are routed inside the control cabinet. So I suggest you to join our course. This is the best option, the fastest way to start your job in automation and robotics. Okay, so thank you for watching and see you in the next webinar soon.